Yeah, man. I really don't do videos like this. Y'all know that. Because speaking on the dead sometime with me, it's not really what I'm into. And just seeing how, the losses in hip hop, what I mean, for the younger generation with the artists that they enjoy, it's really sad to see that a lot of their favorite artists aren't here anymore for one or two reasons, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people with these videos, they're targeting one specific, my bad, where it comes to drugs and recreational use of it, or partying very hard and just indulging in things that they looking at it like it's sending a bad message to the youth. I'm not really from the younger generation, but I can sit here and say that when it comes to the lifestyle that I guess y'all want to call them the emo community or the new rock stars or whatever, if you really do your homework, a lot of the things that they indulge in have been around a while. You know what I mean? I grew up in the Wayne era. You know what I mean? I remember a point where Wayne was a poster boy for lean, and he's a bad influence on kids, and he's talking about drugs and yada, yada, yada. And a lot of these youngsters really pit Wayne, look at him as a GOAT. So I don't really want to talk about that part of, the drugs and what happened and things of that nature. We all seen what happens, you know what I mean? But we shouldn't judge a person on what they go through. We don't live their life. We don't know what helps them cope with certain things. I could speak from experience, certain things to where it's traumatic. You deal with it how you deal with it, you know what I mean? But as far as his music, I discovered Juice WRLD because I'm a fan of the Chicago drill scene. And Lil Bibby is one of the artists who I always thought had a lot of potential. And I didn't understand what was happening with his situation as far as a label. But fast forward, he ended up, becoming, I guess, a CEO and handling business, and Juice WRLD was his first artist. Now, how I came across Juice WRLD is a crazy thing where the artist Sting, a lot of y'all probably call him an old head. It came across that he was suing one of the newer artists, which was Juice WRLD, because of the simple fact of sampling. And I was intrigued by that, and I was just like, damn, Sting got so much fucking paper, why do he even give a shit? You know what I mean? You could easily just write it off and just say, sure, I give him permission to use it, whatever the case may be, and take a small percentage. But Sting was so arrogant in an interview, I think it was TMZ or some shit, by saying, oh, don't worry, that publishing from that is gonna send my grandkids or whatever the case, something like that, to college. And I was just like, fuck him, like, he's arrogant as shit. But the song, particularly Lucid Dreams, I've never heard it. And so I went and checked it out. And his first body of work, I do believe, is called Good Riddance or something like that. I'm not looking at any notes, so forgive me. And I can't front, I didn't check that project out or whatever the case may be. I just thought it was bold of an artist of that caliber to be wanting to sue a newer artist. So time go on, and I'm listening to more, G Herbo and everything, and I'm starting to see Juice WRLD a lot more. And he's notably on a few songs that I enjoy from artists that I feel like he made the music better, in a sense, that song. The Mannequin Challenge song with Thug, Never Scared, I love that record right there. The tape he did with Future, and just a bunch of other songs. Him and Trippie Redd had a joint, and it just, I'm like, wow, the wave of music that, I guess y'all call them SoundCloud rappers, was making, I'm like, wow, this guy came out and is doing some great things when it comes to connecting with the youth and the emotions behind his records. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of, flexing. He's a great freestylist, I will admit that. And I just looked at him like, okay, this guy's pretty dope. So when it came time for his, next project, the song that stood out to me was Do You Hear Me Calling? Let me go and just Apple Music real quick. Forgive me, y'all. And I'm listening to the song, and it was just like, holy shit. Like, I dug the song. And I'm trying to remember the other song that had a video to it that I was fucking with because of the I won't say the flow, the melody of the song. Is I forget the name of the song, but he's basically going to at a funeral or something like that. And I was just like, damn, that was one of the songs that I heard before I heard Hear Me Calling. I was just like, damn, I fuck with that, the vibe of it, just the emotion of it. You know what I mean? It's like when it comes to chicks and everything like that, I was just like, okay, I'm a little older, but it's like I can understand where he's coming from, where he's putting his heart on his sleeve. And, you know, that's particularly where a lot of his music come from, like the raw emotions of love and life, and you know, you could say death as well. You know, he did do a couple songs. I did my little research, and he predicted certain things, and it is eerie to hear, you know, the music now that he's not here. Just like Mac Miller with a song that I kind of fucked with when he was here, but when he passed, just going back and listening to his music, it's like, it's so eerie to just hear this type of stuff. And I was just like, damn, you know, and woke up to it like Juice WRLD's dead. Like, wait, what happened? And then seeing how so many people all of a sudden coming out and saying, you know, showing respect and everything like that. I think the song was on Goodbye and Good Riddance. But it's just, it's tragic because of the simple fact that, yes, he may have indulged in certain things, and that possibly is the reason what took his life, but it's just like, people are just making that to be the discussion. Not saying it shouldn't be a discussion, but it's just like, notably, everybody loves Future. I do believe I said when I recorded my review for DS2, I'm like, don't listen to this music and try to do what he do. You'll fuck around and kill yourself. And my opinion on certain things where rappers are coming out and saying, oh, we not doing this no more, we only doing this. And it's just like, all right, that sounds good, but what about before? You know what I'm saying? Like when you was a young kid listening to these artists like Wayne and, you know, 2 Chainz and Gucci Mane and the things that they indulge with, you know, because lean definitely comes from Houston. It's a Houston thing. So I looked at that as like, I'm not saying people are hypocrites, but it's just like, you was doing all this shit before. I mean, you know, it can possibly kill you, you know, especially if you're not taking care of yourself, you know, getting regular checkups at the doctor, eating healthy, drinking water. I'm not saying to do something, but if you're going to do anything, make sure, one, it come from a legitimate source, you know, and a lot of things with these pills that people are taking, they just have a connect, and you don't know if those are real pills from the actual pharmacies or some fucking B-level dealer then to press them up with a pill pressing machine and just serving it to you. You see what happened with Lil Peep and, you know, Mac with the pills they were taking, but it was laced with fentanyl. You know what I mean? So I've always been a type that if you're going to do anything, make sure it's the best quality of everything. If it's weed, if it's liquor, wine, champagne, even prescription pills. I'm not saying do it, but if you're going to do it, make sure it actually comes from somebody that actually has a prescription from a fucking doctor so you know where it's not laced, and do things in moderation. Just because you have 6 pills or whatever doesn't mean you have to do 4 in a daytime. You know what I mean? Even far as people saying, like even on the Joe Budden podcast, I like what Ma said. In his area, it was about drinking liquor and smoking weed, like getting somebody to get you some liquor from the store. And that's true too, but in the 2000s, in the Bay Area, ecstasy was a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Going dumb, you know, with your dreads and everything like that, the hyphy movement and everything like that. So I particularly won't say anything negative towards that, because yeah, ecstasy, that was, you know, raves and shit like that. You know, I have family members that went to raves and shit like that. But as far as like prescription medicine, nah, we wasn't really on shit like that. I mean, if you fuck around and broke your arm or your leg, you know, they give you Vicodin or whatever the case may be for the pain, but it wasn't really no shit to where you doing it because you know, trying to get high. It's you trying to heal up, and then once you heal up, you know, it's always extras. You just toss them shits away. So I don't know where it came a thing to where the youth culture and music started, you know, indulging in these things. But if you go back, I mean, a lot of y'all probably won't really watch movies from like the 80s and everything like that. To me, suburban housewives used to be pill poppers. I mean, you can, TV shows, references from movies, you always see Helen to be like, oh, you talk to Becky? Oh, her wine and pill popping. She probably sleep or some shit like that. Like you will see references and things of that nature. And Percocet is not even nothing new. It's been around a long time. So the reason with the news and everybody talking about this epidemic is not really epidemic. To me, what it is, what I believe, is The government is finding a way that they're losing billions of dollars because people, like I said, with these pill pressing machines and the underground black market are making the money that they're not seeing. You know what I mean? But that's another story. It's not about that. But Juice WRLD is basically, you know, another kid that lost his life young, and it's sad though, you know what I mean? Because he had family, friends, and the music fans that won't be able to, you know, experience anything with him anymore as far as music, concerts, you know, just see how fun and lively he was, you know, in his interviews and how he talked about mental health and being down and out here and there. And fame sometimes can do things to a person. One day you a nobody, you got a talent, the next day you flying across the country, you know what I mean? You going around the globe and touring and everything. It can take a lot, you know? So I just feel for his fans that, you know, the real fans, not the fans that just all of a sudden just trying to get numbers and trending and likes and shit, like that's been there since, you know, his very first song, you know, and then been growing with him ever since. That's who I feel sorry for. But, you know, Juice WRLD, he seemed like a good kid, you know what I mean? And I know her, Bibby and them is hurt. You know, it's speculation that the label that he was with was indulging him in certain things, and he signed his deal and they was, you know, doing what they was doing. I mean, we don't know. We wasn't there. We could say a lot of things. We could speculate a lot of things, you know what I mean? But if I'm the star and everybody is basically counting on me, I would want people in place to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do dumb shit around me that's gonna cause me to lose my fame or for me to go to jail. You know, it's supposed to be people in place for that, regardless of the weed and the guns and everything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know what it was, but they do. So that's something that they'll have to live with, you know, the rest of their life. They got to go to this man's mom and explain certain circumstances of what happened, because I don't understand why he's not here. You know, he just celebrated a birthday, just turned 21, and he's no longer here. And before Christmas, you know, that's who it really affects, you know, his core family, not his rap family, his friends, his real family. Like, it's holiday season. They don't have their son, their cousin, their nephew here for whatever reasons, you know, and it's a sad thing, man. You know, so, I mean, if you out there and you're going through what you're going through, just know you don't have to indulge in certain things to make you feel better, because it's just numbing you for now. It won't change that fact. You have to really put forth the effort to want to change and everything like that. And it is hard and it is a struggle. I understand that. I fight that every day, you know, but doing things that's going to kill yourself is not really the answer. You know what I mean? You need good friends around you, good family. If you got people around you that really don't give a fuck, they don't really want to hear your problems, they just always want to turn up with you, maybe you should step away from them, because they're not doing anything good for you. But if you gone, they'll be the first ones to make a long-ass paragraph on a page and saying all these wonderful things, but the thing that you were hurting the most about, they don't know about, so they can't speak on that. It's just always the partying and everything they can speak on. But RIP to Juice WRLD, man. He seemed like a good dude, you know, and I'm definitely trying to find that XXL magazine. I've been slacking lately, and, you know, that's art at this point, you know what I mean? It's a piece of history. You know, it's sad that when most people don't pay attention to certain things, and then when they not here no more, then all of a sudden, oh, I remember this, and I was here, I heard this song, and I was there, and it's just like, you really wasn't. And to me, I can't say I'm the biggest Juice WRLD fan. I mean, I make playlists and things of that nature, but those are the songs that when I got onto him late. But all these celebrities I'm starting to see saying certain things. Now, when he was popping, I kind of didn't see a lot of motherfuckers talking about Juice WRLD except his fan base and, you know, his collective circle he was around, and certain artists, notable artists that even he himself, you know, spoke out about. But other than that, I mean, people just do shit in this world for clout and likes and clicks and shit. It don't make you a better person, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when you really care about somebody, you do shit for them, you know what I'm saying? You do shit for his family, his kids, you know what I mean? You let it be known that's really your brother and everything like that. Just don't say it for your fans so they can have sympathy for you, you know what I mean, to help your career go. Like, really do shit. You don't post things like that, but in your heart, you know what you do behind the scenes. That's what make you a good individual. That's what make you a real friend, a real family member, you know what I mean? But RIP to Juice WRLD, man. That's just what I wanted to say. So I hope y'all out there have a good one, and keep your heads up, man. One.